Sorry for the dark stream, y'all. Gotta see the skies tonight. We're here to talk about the climate change experts totally debunking Andrew Holness's claim where climate change and our road infrastructure is concerned. He's been fully exposed at this point. This is a travesty. This is another shame on the administration not taking accountability for their own shortcomings and their own actions. You understand what I'm saying? And I think we need to come to a point where we call a spade, ladies and gentlemen, and tell it like it is. Because this recent report right here from the experts in regard to the level of damage that climate change actually does to the road infrastructure, in Jamaica is a telltale sign that we have a government that wants to escape accountability. And it's very, very clear for the entire well thinking Jamaicans to see. And I just wanted to cover this real quick, like how I got time. I won't be long at all in this one. I'm gonna be short and spicy. I'm just gonna be presenting the facts. Um, just hold on for a second. Please hit the like button coming through the door. Thank you kindly. If you are watching the replay, please remember to hit the like button. For those that are watching the live or for those that's watching the replay, remember that the donation link is pinned. It's in the description of the comment section, and you can support the platform monetarily by using the Cash App. Cash App is DH7220. The PayPal is BOLO876J. And if you want to join the WhatsApp group, please remember that the number is 1-876-451-6535. That's 1-876-451-6535, ladies and gentlemen. That's the number. Just text me, join. So if you want to join the WhatsApp group, people reach out to me from time to time for different reasons, but that's the number to reach out to me, okay? So, without any further ado, I'm going to take us back and then take us forward. So we're going to go back to recently when the topic of the road infrastructure and climate change came up in Parliament with Andrew Holness and Mark Golden. Let's listen to this.
Climate change are creating havoc with infrastructure in several countries. This is not a unique problem to Jamaica. What makes matters worse in Jamaica is that our situation is compounded by 30 years of neglect and underinvestment in our infrastructure, including our roads. And if you were to look at when this neglect was most intense, when was this neglect of our roads most intense? I don't need to answer that question. I think every Jamaican
It was in the 9 years of your administration. We all know. Let's continue.
that when that side is in power, when that side is running the economy, there is no revenues.
Now, this is a bold-faced lie, and let me tell you why. This is a bold-faced lie. Let me tell you why. This is the same government that repealed the road infrastructure, the road maintenance act. They repealed it and they sent the money the consolidatory fund. That's what they did. So this is a bold-faced lie, and this can be easily debunked. All you got to do is look up the road maintenance act, and you'll see. Let's continue.
So the destruction of the roads, Mr. Speaker, is very well the PNP fault. if they were maintaining the roads from all of those years coming, we wouldn't be in this position.
Climate change, to blame the appalling state of the road network in Jamaica today on climate change is just totally disingenuous. The reality is, the reality is that there has been an absence of any proper road maintenance policy for years. And you have been in office for 9 years, so you have superintended 9 years of neglect over the maintenance of Jamaica's road network, for which the people are holding you accountable now. That's just the reality of it. There used to be a road maintenance fund which was established and funded to support. And what bothers me about your approach is that it's going to continue into the future if you are allowed to continue in government. There will be inadequate maintenance as a permanent feature of your government's regime, because you're continuing to be fixated on major road projects, because no doubt the benefits that flow, that can be the collateral benefits that flow from those major road projects, of which we are all aware. But the road maintenance, which is what the people want to see, the interior roads, the community roads, even the scheme roads, which you said the government is not responsible for. The government fixes entire parameters of how roads are addressed in the country. The decision whether to take over or leave roads without any proper superintendent is a government decision. You can't shirk responsibility for scheme roads because you say developers developed it and it was never handed over. These are schemes which have been in this situation for year after year after year, with no proper arrangement for dealing with the fixing of the roads in those schemes. So you said something about when you start to shout, the stone lick. Well, apparently it doesn't lick. That's why you're shouting at me now. Yeah. So Mr. Speaker,
Hold for me, please.
No.
Let us conduct ourselves in an honorable way. You may continue.
yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker,
No, there's a lie.
this idea that climate change caused the bad roads in Jamaica, mash down that lie. It has nothing to do with it. We have had heavy rain from time to time in Jamaica for years. Climate change is a reality and it's coming at us. But to blame the poor state of the road network of the country on climate change is a farce. And the people of Jamaica don't believe it. They're holding you accountable for it. And for you to try and pretend that it's a PNP responsible for it. You've been in government for 9 years. It just does not work.
You mentioned housing scheme that this government abandoned those housing scheme, not fixing them. Under the last government, I brought the private members' motion to state that the moment the first title is issued, they did not. Mr. Speaker, it's on the other people now that once it's on the other people now that government takes over housing scheme that they abandoned when I brought it here, and it's back on the other people. Look here, I sent back on the banner about to England.
Yeah, this man a talk about him, I go send back Marky Jeep and banana boat. Man, disrespectfully, man. There upon the line, yeah?
You may continue your presentation.
Talk about the people them over there. You want to start the argument. Talk about the people them over there.
Hey, yo, Mark Bolin laugh.
I know discussions about resolutions brought here and neither here nor there. The reality is that Jamaica has a proliferation of schemes that were developed by private developers where the roads are in limbo. And you can't shirk responsibilities as a government by saying, oh, that's the way it is. It's a duty of the government to fix the system if the system is flawed. The fact that you're very bad at fixing systems is no excuse. And it's that failure is replicated in many different areas in terms of how the state interfaces with the population, where there are all sorts of inefficiencies which people suffer from daily and need to be corrected, and you're very poor at correcting it. But the point about this is climate change is not the excuse. It's not an excuse that can absolve you from responsibility for your stewardship of the road network over the last 9 years. Highways have been built. Highways were built by many governments. The North Coast Highway was built by the PNP. The East-West Highway was built by the PNP. The North-South Highway was built by the PNP. So and you built some roads too. But the road network, despite the increase in fiscal space, which has been the legacy of the successful execution of the IMH program under the PNP administration of Portia Simpson Miller, after the Bruce Golding administration collapsed the program and couldn't cross it and had to give up on it, couldn't pass any test. We took it over and we set the groundwork We did the heavy lifting. That is why the tax system was fixed by a proliferation of tax legislation and administrative changes, which have borne great fruit. Where the revenue has increased year.
Member, if you notice your mic is off, I am saying to you, you were given 5 minutes to respond. You have used your 5 minutes. I am going.
You see how them cut off Mark Bowling a while ago?
You were.
In that speech, I
By
time
the
bun them, you know.
bylaws, you have 5 minutes to
Fox have
respond.
beat them, you know.
You have used up your 5 minutes. I am going to give you another minute to wrap up and not more.
Thank you for the additional minute, Mr. Speaker. The point of the matter is this: despite the growth in fiscal space, which is a result of the reforms and the successful execution of the IMF program under the Portia-Simpson-Miller administration, which has yielded a great legacy to this country, you have not used those resources on the road network. You have used it on a proliferation of other things. And to say that climate change is responsible for all of the potholes in the country is absolute nonsense. And the people don't believe it, and they don't accept it, and you're going to pay the consequences of it politically in the months to come.
So we hear what Marky G have to say, and everything you said was accurate. Now, let's go to the article. The recent article, 13 hours ago. It says expert not convinced climate change. Hold on, let me just refresh that page, people. I don't know why the page is coming up like this. The devil is a liar. Oh, here we go. This is Radio Jamaica News. As you can see here, you see it right there. Bam. All right. Experts not convinced climate change mostly to be blamed for Jamaica poor roads. Experts. I want you. This is climate change experts speaking. All right. Climate change experts, not nobody that's not. You feel me? This is not no fluff. I really want to hear what the Prime Minister's response is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, where this particular article is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Let me try and go back. Okay. I'm trying to scroll back on the audio because I was playing it earlier. All right, here we go.
Increased rainfall, increased temperatures do affect the conditions of the roads, but certainly in the last 9 years since the Prime Minister has been in power, the increase in temperatures of only 0.15 Celsius can only attribute maybe 1% decline in the quality of the roads. And then in the context of last year with Hurricane Beryl and even just the rainfall.
Y'all heard what the man said? Only 1 to 2% of the damages of the road, the amount of rainfall, they can measure it to say, all right, this is how the roads are affected. Yo, this is, man.
It was a pretty ordinary year. Even Beryl was less than a 2% to 5% return period event. Nothing spectacular. So
Beryl, that they have been talking about Beryl like Beryl just was the issue for all the roads. Let's debunk that. That is a lie from the pits of hell. All right. Beryl was not as damaging as they claim it to be where the roads are concerned. If they made good roads, the roads would be okay. That's the point.
To damage all roads per se. So in terms of attribution, I'm going to give climate change in the context of the current road conditions somewhere between 1 and 2%.
We might have maintenance every, let's say, 5 years, but with the intensity as a result of climate change impact, we might have to move now and ensure that we have maintenance much regular, maybe 2 years as opposed to 5. I've not seen that being put out there for us, the average citizens, to be knowledgeable of how the government is treating with the impact of climate change, as opposed to saying, oh, it cannot happen, or it has been because of climate change. That information has been known to us for quite some time now.
So, on the hear the experts, This exaggeration of climate change, yes, my general, manners and respect. This exaggeration of climate change affecting the roads has been thoroughly debunked, ladies and gentlemen. The experts have spoken. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this link to this article in the comment section. Like I said, I wasn't going to be long. This is going to be one of the shortest live I ever did. I swear to God, one of the shortest live I ever did, ladies and gentlemen. You understand? So big up yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful morning. I'm about to get the hell up out of here because I see all the demons is raising up in some people. Lord have mercy, what is this? Anyway, see y'all later, man. I'm up out of here. I might do a more extensive live on it in the morning. So yeah, peace and blessings. I'm out. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. All right.